Welcome back to TFE, a weekly news podcast in which we give our thoughts, feelings, and emotions on the latest gaming, film, tech, and streaming news, as well as other random crap we feel like. I am your host, Dan Weller, and I'm joined with you, as always, by my excellent co-host, Danny.
Howdy, everybody.
And let's go on with the show. In this week's episode, we are talking about the new Hawkeye trailer, finger condoms, and Facebook still sucks.
Yes.
But first up, we are talking about What If in our rapid reviews.
Yes. What if Killmonger saved Iron Man?
What if Killmonger saved Iron Man?
Well, Tony Stark, because he doesn't become Iron Man if he gets saved.
No, he doesn't.
He continues to be douchebag.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought Marvel would kill Iron Man this many times in a series?
Previously, he didn't die for 11 years, and now he's died so many times in the past 2 years.
Yeah, he's died 4 times in the last 3 years.
2 years, isn't it?
2019.
2020, 21.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Look at that. Poor Iron Man. He's just dying again and again and again.
Just got to stop paying Robert Downey Jr. money, so they just got to kill him off in every episode so they don't have to pay for his likeness.
I wonder if there'll be an episode where he doesn't die.
I would be surprised.
Based on what we have seen so far.
It's like Wanda and Vision having a happy ending. There's no chance that Marvel will ever give it to them.
Maybe every single universe, Tony dies.
Yeah, maybe it's a fixed point, like they were saying in the Doctor Strange episode. It's a fixed thing that has to happen. Iron Man has to die at some stage. But then again, I think the snap is a definitive thing. If that doesn't happen, then the universe basically crumbles around it.
Maybe. Who knows? But what do you think of the episode?
I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite one. I think the zombies one last week was my favorite.
I actually really enjoyed this one.
I like Killmonger in it. He's douchebag. He likes anime now, so I know you hate him.
So I did not like that joke.
Well, it's based on Michael B. Jordan, because Michael B. Jordan actually likes anime. So they basically put that in there for Michael B.
A lot of people
Jordan.
do like anime. I just don't.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I think it's weird when people get obsessive about it, but hey, I think that about every franchise.
Yeah,
I think
that is
Marvel
weird.
Fans. I think it's the same with football fans. I think it's anything that goes too far over the line of fandom is bad. Football fans, Marvel fans, Star Wars fans, DC fans,
just
anime
don't go over the
fans.
line. It's not your life.
Yeah, you don't need to do it. But yeah, I like this one. I feel the end was a bit abrupt because it's just basically, hey, look, we're at war with the America, and then we found out his plan, but let's just cut it there. Let's not do anything with that.
That is true. However, every single episode ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Do you reckon that any of them are going to get resolved?
Maybe in season 2. Maybe season 2 is the cliffhangers of all episodes in season 1. Sorry.
Maybe. I'd kind of like it if they never answered it though. Left you on that. It never gets solved cliffhanger.
I suppose it wouldn't, because if you think about it, there's always stories to tell. That's the whole point of the What If, is that you can't keep telling stories. It just continues.
Yeah. It would be like, oh, season 2 is just all the answers that you wanted. Okay, cool. And then season 3 is just a completely new bunch of things, and then I feel like it would be better. What do you think about him just straight up killing Black Panther and Rhodey and everyone, pretty much?
I mean, it feels like very in character.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh wow, he just straight up murders Black Panther at the very first interaction because he has the StarkTech weapon.
Yeah, he does. Very true. He does. And
also, what is Wakanda's problem with American tech? They just seem to hate it so much. It's like every episode.
Everyone hates American tech, not just the Wakandans.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, it's built by Americans. It's like Tony Stark's suits are pretty fucking advanced. Not at Wakandan level, but they're still very advanced.
I mean, he did well with the resources he had.
Yeah, he also managed to get past the Wakandan defenses and then get the infiltration, and then pretend that he didn't do it.
Yeah,
I like that. I like how he was just like flipping sides all the time. It was like he never had anyone's loyalty. He was just using it to further his own goal.
I mean, it's what you expect from the character, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, it was still a good episode, nonetheless.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the last episode a bit more.
But we have to wait for next week to see what the next episode is.
Yeah, but I'm liking this series. I think people are a bit up and down on it, but I think this has an episode for everyone, which is nice.
I like all the episodes but the first one.
You really liked the first episode, and then you've just turned on it because all the other ones are just like...
I didn't. I would never like the first episode.
I reckon if we went back...
I never liked it. I always complained.
Did.
I didn't.
No,
I always complained. It is just the first Avenger.
Yeah.
I've always complained that.
I still believe it's a good introduction to it because it just gives you the basics of, hey, look, one thing can change, and then it keeps it grounded. And then the next episode is the one that gives everyone, oh, wow, this can really branch off into something completely different. I think it's a good episode.
I'd rather just not with the first episode.
Yeah. You're just sexist, Dan. You just don't like women.
You can be Peggy Carter, just don't tell the same story. Because I don't care. It is the same story.
Oh, yeah. I will admit the story is like, okay.
It is the exact same, beat for beat.
Yeah. Whereas all these other ones are like diverting and branching off.
Yeah, they're just not the same as anything else.
Yeah, but again, if you look at it from the context, it gets people in, it gives people a basis, and then it branches off.
But surely better to get people in with a good episode instead of just having...
It is a good episode.
No, it isn't. It's fine. But of all the episodes, that's the one I'm probably never going to go rewatch.
Yeah, well, it's personal preference. Everyone can be different. I don't personally love it. I think it's a good episode. I just don't think it's like comparable to the others, but I think it's a good introduction. I think it gets people in on the ground floor, shows you a version. Maybe if they did a bit of a different type divergent, it would have been more interesting, but I'm not disagreeing. But I think it's a good episode just based on that.
Well, on that note, I think we should move on to stream that movie news into my head. And we got some trailers for everybody. We got 2 this week. We'll save the bigger one in a minute. First up, we'll go for Nightmare Alley.
Yeah,
which is the trailer you brought forward.
Yes, well, I bought both of them, but you've watched one of them.
Yes, that's very true.
This is the new Guillermo del Toro movie starring Bradley Cooper and Cate Blanchett and a bunch of other people. And it's basically like a horror thing, where Bradley Cooper looks like a detective guy, and he goes to an old town circus, and it's like a freak show, and it's like a murder thing happens or something happens. I don't know what the plot is, but it's just like, it's like a freak show or something, and it looks creepy as all fuck, but I'm like, I'm interested. I don't know what it's about.
Apparently this is a drama thriller.
Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe's in it as well.
Yes, the very quick synopsis is a corrupt con man teams up with a female psychiatrist to trick people into giving them money.
Yes. I think that's Bradley Cooper and Cate Blanchett. And then...
Likely.
It looks good, though.
Apparently, this film is based off of a novel from 1946 under the same name. So if you want to go have a bit more of the plot, you can look up that.
No. I'm genuinely intrigued by it, though. It looks very nice to look at. And I like Bradley Cooper and I like Cate Blanchett and I like pretty much everyone involved in this, so...
Well, I imagine you're going to go watch it because you have a cinema pass that allows you to watch any film.
Oh, yeah, I'll watch anything at any point because as long as it's convenient time, then I'll watch it. But yeah, I'll let everyone know if it comes out and I watch it.
If it comes out. Well, it comes out in December.
Well, yeah, but I won't be probably watching it in December because I'll be off for the holidays and stuff like that. So
very true.
Like,
but the big one everyone wants to talk about is the new Hawkeye trailer, the Christmas special, as it were, for this year.
Yeah, you looking forward to it?
I actually am.
So
it looks very tonally different, and I like that. I don't think it's going to be fantastic, as in.
Oh no, it looks a bit iffy. I think Jerry Moreno just doesn't sell it for me.
It's just a bit campy, but at the end of the day, I'm all for it.
I like Haley Steinfeld. Is that her name? Who is it? It's Haley Steinfeld. No, is it Haley something? Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, it is Haley Steinfeld. Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. I know characters.
Yeah.
I like her. She's like the redeeming part of Bumblebee.
Also, quick spoiler for Black Widow, so just skip forward like an extra minute if you don't want to hear it. So 3, 2, 1. Florence Pugh will probably likely be in the show as well.
Yes,
as
because
Yelena
she's
Belova.
Been told that Hawkeye is the one who killed her sister. Which is technically true, but the circumstances around it aren't, I imagine. Also, how the fuck does Val know that? Because it's
who knows? I mean, that might be explained.
Yeah, it might be. But it's like, oh yeah, she died in space. how do you
also,
know
Hawkeye
that
didn't kill her?
Well, he let her die, basically.
Well,
he tried to save her.
He had an option. Yeah. He couldn't pick her up.
But he could have, you know, he could have fought a lot harder to kill himself. You know? He slacked off. He didn't try and kill himself as hard as Nat did. Nat proper tried for it. He was like half-assing it. He was like, oh, I have kids and a wife, and if we actually pull this off, they'll be back. so I can spend Christmas with them.
Anyway, this series, it looks like it's about his past being Ronan, not Ronan.
Yeah, it was Ronan.
It is Ronan. I get confused.
It is Ronan.
Ronan the Accuser.
Oh, Ronan the Destroyer. I think it's Ronin, not Ronan.
Yeah, Ronan. Which one's this one? Ronin.
Ronin, and then Ronan is the Destroyer.
It's really confusing. It confuses me. I've got the same, pretty much the same name.
It's I and then O.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hawkeye is
it looks
I.
pretty cool. I hope we get to see that a bit more. I feel like this
Yeah.
may be Jeremy Renner's last thing, and I'm expecting him to die at the end of this.
God, I hope so.
That's what I hope he doesn't in a way, though. I feel like it'd just be great to have Hawkeye as the character never dies.
I mean, it would certainly annoy a lot of people, but I feel like Jeremy Renner's kind of cancelled at this stage. I can't remember why, but I've seen a lot of things.
Isn't everyone
cancelling.
cancelled? If you just go on the internet and you're cancelled.
Oh yeah, everyone gets cancelled at every stage, but
Didn't like Robert Downey Jr. go cancelled at some point?
Robert Downey Jr. got cancelled way before the Iron Man stuff
Yeah.
because he was a drug addict. Like, you could go back and cancel Robert Downey Jr. for anything if you wanted to. He was a druggie. But he's so charismatic and charming that no one does.
I've
He
put
made
Jeremy
Doolittle and his career's still fine.
I've just put Jeremy Renner cancelled into a Google search, and it just said, no, Jeremy Renner's not dead.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
was
good.
Like, I was like, really?
I mean, I'm sure we would have heard about it if he was. But this might finally make Hawkeye relevant as training someone who's better than him and more interesting than him for a team of young children that I'll hate because it's young children.
Young Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. So hang on, let's just work out who we've got. We've got young Hawkeye, we've got Ironheart coming out, which is young Iron Man.
Yeah. I think Yelena
Are they
Belova's
gonna
a
make
bit
Black-
too old?
No, that's the other team.
Oh,
That'll
yeah.
be-
The
That'll
with
be the
foul. Maybe.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah. Well, I doubt she's doing the Young Avengers. I think
Ms.
she's
Marvel?
doing the Miss Marvel. So young Cap. Well, I don't know. Would she be a Mr. Fantastic like substitute? Because she's not a Miss Marvel.
Well, there is a
Captain Marvel.
Well, Fantastic Four comes out next year. Is it next year or 2033? No, it's 2 years. It comes out.
They haven't released. I think it's 2024.
Oh, it's 2024 now.
Yeah, it's one of the furthest ones back. They haven't actually got a because they haven't cast it. They haven't done anything with it. It's like the furthest one back. It's like the last one announced, and then I think Marvel's come out and announced like 4 other release dates without projects attached to them. So people are speculating like Deadpool 3, Blade, an X-Men movie, and sequels to Captain America 4 because that hasn't got a release date yet.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, what else we got?
I can't
we
think
got
of anyone
She-Hulk.
else.
I'm just trying to think what we've had. Spider-Man is technically young Tony Stark if you're like people's big complaint.
We're still young
about
Spider-Man, really.
it. Yeah, he's still young Spider-Man, so we'll get young... Although Miles Morales is technically young Spider-Man because he's younger than... If we get Miles Morales in the MCU, we get
I
young
think it'd be a
Spider-Man.
while before we get more Miles Morales.
Well, no, because it's... All you'd have to do is have him not be in the snap. He'd be around during the events of the... Because you could then
Yeah,
set...
but Miles
like,
Morales is younger than Spider-Man.
That's
Peter
what
Parker.
I mean. Yeah, but he was a child. He's like nephew. So it's like, what's his face? It's the
No, my
Prowler.
point is, Peter Parker's still in his teens.
Yeah, but you would, because you want to
So
age
you
him
need
up.
Peter Parker to
Yeah,
be
but
like another
we
7
don't know
years.
how old he is. So he could have been like a baby, and then you give
Yeah,
that
but the whole
5
point
years.
is, you're still going to be another 7 years before we see Miles Morales.
Yeah, but Tom Holland will age out of it, and you could have just had Miles Morales being Spider-Man during the 5 years that Spider-Man wasn't around, and then you could have had like that meet up.
So then Miles Morales is then older than Peter Parker.
No.
What do we know?
Because it's like the other guy, that kid cunt in the movie who hates Peter Parker because he wants to bang MJ. It's that kid, but you age it younger than that so that he's still old enough to be Spider-Man, but he's still younger than Peter Parker.
It's like
'Cause I
14
think
years
Peter
old.
Parker, yeah,
So you want a
So it's like-
14-year-old Spider-Man?
like 16, 17, whatever.
Peter's 16.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's in high school.
It's at the end of it though, and also it's 5 years later. But it's like he's technically 21.
I suppose he's technically 21, but he's actually 16.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, so we'll slot, but we don't know how long after, because Iron Man, whatnot, so it's like Far From Home, he's like because it's the end of holidays, it's like the end of the school trip, isn't it?
Yeah. But so
So-
he's 15. Wait, he's 15 in Far From Home.
Yeah, or 16, I think. Like,
No, he'd be 15 going to 16, wouldn't he? Because he's in high school. So 16's the last year in high school. So if he's
Yeah.
ending the holiday, it means he's 15 ending the holiday.
I don't know.
Also, I feel like
Hang
we
on.
talked about this long enough. I won't even talk about Hawkeye anymore. We'll talk about Spider-Man. So let's move on. and go into some casting news of Anthony Mackie has joined a series called Twisted Metal.
It's based on a PlayStation game.
Based on a PlayStation game. Of course it is.
It's like a Destruction Derby with cars, and he's playing the clown, I think. It's a fun franchise. How old is okay, so he is technically 16 in the MCU.
Why are we still going over this? We're going into casting news now.
I just looked it up. He is technically meant to be 21, but he is 16.
He's 16 now, though, after this Far From Home.
Yes, he's technically 21, but after the events of Far From Home, he is 16.
Yes, after Far From Home, because going into Far From Home, he had to be 50.
So he'd be 18. So that's what I'm saying. You could just have like a 16-year-old Miles Morales 2 years later because he would have aged. Like, you don't have to set it after Far. You could set it after Far From Home, but he could have still been around in the fucking snap to age him up a bit.
Yeah, I'm not saying disagreeing with your logic there, but I'm still disagreeing. At the end of it, he's still going to be very close age to Peter Parker.
Yeah, but Peter Parker will be moved to the Spider-Man universe. And then they'll just have to scrape the bottom with them.
Sony would rather have Miles Morales than Peter Parker.
Well, they'd want someone young so that they can keep the age thing, because Tom Holland's kind of aging out of it at this point, because he's like 23 at this point, 24 at this age.
Yeah, that's true.
So they'd want to hire someone else and make Miles Morales. Anyway, whatever, fuck it.
Yes, casting news, Anthony Mackie.
Yes. Have you ever played, I'm guessing you've never played the game.
I've never played Twisted Metal, no.
Well, it's like an early PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 game.
Oh, right.
They remastered it for PlayStation, so there is a PlayStation version out there that's modern, if you ever wanted to give them a go. It's just like a Destruction Go. It's being written by the Deadpool writers, Rhett Reese and Paul Warnick, so it's going to have a dark, twisted sense of humor.
That's what I like to hear.
And I mean, yeah, that was about it. It's just that it's a guy that we know from a franchise that we know.
Apparently the show is being described as high-octane action comedy.
Well, that's fun.
Apparently, it's also to do with it being in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Well, yeah, that's the whole premise of the game, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I mean, I've never played the game, so I'm just reading a description of the show itself.
I know. Oh, just don't bite my head off.
I believe there is a trailer for it, or IGN have at least made a video explaining a bit more. They can probably explain better than we have, and you should probably look it up, even though we're a news show, and then we're absolutely terrible at. You do your own research.
You just don't care. That's the fucking thing. You don't care. And I don't know the franchise well, but I just saw Anthony Mackie and I wanted to have a nice transition from Hawkeye, because I could have gone Disney TV shows. Anthony Mackie was in one. Twisted Metal. I just think of fucking how to connect shit. And then we can go, well,
talking about Marvel actors.
Yes.
Agent Carter star Hayley Atwell is to voice Lara Croft in Netflix's anime Tomb Raider series.
Yes. I'm looking forward
Stupid anime.
No, anime's great. I also like the Tomb Raider. I like all three of these things. I like anime, I like Hayley Atwell, and I like Lara Croft. Or Lara Croft. It's not Laura.
Who says Laura? I've never heard anyone called Laura
Americans
Croft.
call her Laura. Americans call her Laura.
Laura's not Lara. It's two different names.
Yeah, I know, but Americans don't understand.
So if they see someone called Laura, they can call them Lara?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, they just call her Laura.
Laura,
Anyway.
Laura.
It's Laura from Lara. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know anything about it, but if it's basing it off the games of the reboot era, or like even the games of the older era, that would just be fun. Because in the old ones, you could fight dinosaurs and shit. And
Maybe. I imagine maybe they've already made the show, like written it. Like,
it'll be like way like Netflix had loads of animation studios for some odd reason. Just working on stuff all the time. And I imagine this is just in the final stages now, where she's going to be in a cupboard for about 2 hours, just recording lines, and then they're going to just stitch them. Because that's how everyone works. That's how gaming works. That's how everything voice acting works.
Yes, I
just sit in So I imagine this is quite far along, and then we'll get a trailer at some point.
Yeah, I'd give it 6 months. 6 months for a trailer?
I'd give it less than that. I'd give it...
we should have to record it, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say... Probably around December. I'm saying about 4 months, 3 months.
Maybe. I'll still think about it later, but we'll wait and see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then our final movie news of this week is to do with Christopher Nolan's next film.
Yes. And there's been a bit of a shake-up, Dan. Because as you know, Christopher Nolan has had a lovely working relationship with Warner Brothers for the last couple of movie releases that he's done. He did the Dark Knight trilogy. He did Inception. He did Interstellar. He did his war movie, Dunkirk.
Yeah.
He did
Tennant.
What's the Tennant? That's the one.
It's
However,
Tennant, not Tennant. Or David Tennant.
yeah, could have been David Tennant. If they got David Tennant for Tennant, it would have been great. But yeah, he has decided to move on from Warner Brothers and head over to Universal to distribute his next film, which is also going to be a war epic about the atomic bomb called The Atomic Bomb or something.
I might actually go watch it. Apparently filming will begin in the first quarter of 2022.
Yeah. I don't know much about the film, but I just find it fascinating because he hated the fact that Tenet got released on streaming simultaneously with the movie distribution in cinemas, because he's like one of those people who is like trying to hold on to the cinematic experience and go and watch it in the movie theaters despite there being a deadly pandemic. And
Well, apparently Nolan actually didn't. He wants to leave Warner Brothers before HBO Max.
yeah, I think he's had problems with them because I feel like that they keep stepping on his toes or something, and he's one of those directors who's like, please don't. Just let me make the movie I want to make.
Yeah.
He's like a Zack Snyder, but people actually like him, and then people who like Zack Snyder don't like him.
I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan have a good relationship.
Oh yeah, they have a great relationship. They worked on the Man of Steel together.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Who wrote it,
And
though?
I think
What did Nolan do for it? Didn't he just produce it?
he was advisor on it, I think. Because I think he was like a sub-director or like just helped out with like the world building. I don't know. I can't remember. It's so long ago. It was 2011.
Yeah, I know Nolan asked advice from Snyder about the cornfield stuff for Man of Steel because he replicated it in Interstellar.
Yes.
And apparently that cornfield wasn't CGI. They actually manually grew it just to film the shot.
Yeah, it's insane the levels that people go to.
I say, what, waste of corn?
yeah.
Waste of corn. Did they just sell it all to all the staff? Just give it to all of them? Like, hey, here you go, so here's some corn.
I'm sure they gave it to people. I'm sure they had it for like maybe all the meals were just corn. Like
Here's your food.
all the meals were
Sweet
just
corn.
or popcorn or corn on the cob.
Corn on
or
the cob.
Just corn, just bits of corn.
It's very corny.
Corn smoothies.
Are you just trying to make a transition now?
No.
You sure?
I don't know how I would transition from corn smoothies to PlayStation, or we've lost a controller of the news.
Well, talking
Does that
about
work?
that segment, we are now moving on to we've lost the controller of the news. I think that's actually the worst transition we've ever done.
No, we've done worse ones, I'm sure.
I don't know.
If anyone
that's
in the
up there.
comments... Oh yeah, this is definitely up there, but I feel like there's been a worse one. Well, also, we can plan for the future of having a worse one.
Can we?
Yeah.
How?
We can just have... Well, we might make a worse one in the future, Dan. That's how you plan for it. It just might
Maybe.
happen.
I don't know how we'll make it much worse than what we've just done, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Anyway, let's go on to Sony. And Sony has shut down the online for the older Little Big Planet games.
Yeah.
To protect...
the community.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I think they were just getting people
Getting
going
rid of the
around posting.
nonsense.
It might be that because I think they were having people post like dicks, like using like the sticker stuff to like stick up stick like.
That sounds
artwork
about right. Apparently it's to do with DDoS. There's a lot of DDoS
yeah, that
attacks
as
happening on the servers right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
This is all for the PS3 version of the game, though. The Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4 will still work, but anything on the PS3 won't work.
Which makes sense. I feel like the PS3 online service is dying now. I think this is the first time.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've sort of had online, the stores transitioning.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. I'm sure people are going to get all up in arms about preserving media.
But it has to happen at some point.
Yeah. You can't keep... It's like Windows... Every time Windows updates, you got to do it because otherwise you're kind of stifling innovation.
I suppose that's one benefit
about
about Steam. I think, well, it'd be good if they kept up peer-to-peer connectivity. If you could still kind of play with your friends, that would be good.
They might do. I doubt they will, though.
No, they probably don't have a game anymore.
I like the Little Big Planet games.
Yeah, so do I. I think I've only finished one of them, but I do enjoy them though.
I've never finished any of them. I was just like, I'll play for a bit. I played Little Big Planet Karting, the little go-kart one. I like that one.
Oh yes, Sony's attempt at Mario Kart didn't go well.
They've had many attempts at Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Do you remember All Star?
I do remember that, yeah.
I like that one. I actually enjoyed that one. I don't know why people hate that. I think Sony should bring it back. They've got a lot more franchises now to bring in character rosters. I reckon it would be great.
They do. And, well, talking about things going, Battlefield's going to be delayed for a month.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We beat the last transition being shit. I told you we'd do it in the future. Didn't think it'd be this quick, but we did it. Dan cooked it.
I actually really rate that transition. I rate it.
Mm-hmm.
Things going. It's going to be delayed.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's being pushed back a month, basically. And I'm not surprised, to be honest. It's just like, hey.
It is the industry standard at the minute. Just delay your games.
Well, I imagine COVID's a scapegoat at this point, because every game is just like, well, COVID has delayed everything. And
That was actually COVID, and people just realized, wait, we just need more time.
yeah. I mean, delay the game as long as possible, as long as it works at launch. And it won't work at launch because every game now is so big that playtesting and everything can't find every bug imaginable. So you just got to kind of have it as like workable as you can get it.
I am still a little bit. I'm not going to get the game myself because Battlefield doesn't interest me.
Oh, I'm never going to get this.
However, it does worry me how it's only been a month, and I know why they've only done a month. It's because they want to get the sales before Christmas.
Aren't they going up against the next COD as well?
Oh, they always do that. It doesn't make a difference, but you still want.
No, but they always try and go ahead of the new COD because they can at least get a month in where COD isn't dominating the sales because COD always outdoes them.
Yeah, I mean, they always do, but however, they still want to release it this side of this year. They want to release it before Christmas, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I know 100% they want to keep it this side of Christmas, but they also are
But a month isn't
positioning
long.
them.
A month isn't long for development, so unless that game is nearly finished and they've just got to kind of dot the i's across the t's, that game's gonna be a mess.
It'll be more like server reinforcements, I imagine.
I feel like the game's gonna be a mess at launch. There's gonna be so many bugs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe not as bad as
100%.
Cyberpunk, but I reckon it's gonna be a lot of bugs.
Oh yeah, it'll be 100%. It's going to be like the new COD. The new COD's going to have 1 billion bugs when it comes out. It's just the state of gaming because you can't test for everything. And what better way to test is to launch the game, have everyone complain, and then fix all the bugs that people find later on.
Well, truth be told, you can sort of test for a lot of bugs early, but it costs money at the start, and you can't do it later. When a lot of software engineering or game development, you have kind of subdivisions. I'm going quite nerdy right now, but let me just describe it anyway. And if you test each of the sub-modules and then combine it up, then you have a bit more of a polished game. However, a lot of companies will scrap their testing at the beginning just to get things done quicker.
Also, for game development takes so long and to cost so much money, it almost is like if you then have to scrap an idea, it really fucks over your development because you've just spent all this money on something that's never in the game, and it's just like try and keep it in the game, or if it's not working, you're gonna have to make the call and scrap it. So there might be something in the game that they're just scrapping because it doesn't work or it's buggy, or there's many reasons. It's good to delay. Like, I don't know why people get so upset.
It is good to delay, but I do think the whole gaming industry is just very poorly managed. Every single game.
Oh
is
yeah,
poorly
yeah.
managed.
Well, they're working to the gaming industry is 100% built on investors. They don't care about the gamers at all. No, they care about sales.
Oh yeah,
because
they don't get the money from
because
sales, they get money from investors.
Yeah, but all they care about is the investors because the investors are the one who are fronting the money. So all the investors care about is whether or not the game will return money. So a delay is basically, hey, look, we're going to try and maximize as many people who will continue to play this and purchase this is basically what it is. And if you pre-order a game, that's all they care about because they know they've got your money basically. You're like pre-ordering is the worst thing you can do because it just basically the investors don't care after that point. If you have the pre-order, then you are buying that game no matter what. It's like COD. You pre-order COD, Activision has your money, they know they have your money. If they delay the game, unless you cancel your pre-order, but many people don't because they're just like, okay, it's a month, it's another month. It's just like, and the hassle of going for a cancellation of a pre-order. Like, that's why you shouldn't really pre-order games because they know they have your money basically.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason to pre-order a game is the incentives they give you. They don't give you any good incentives.
That's why they give you incentives.
I mean, I get it in the olden days when it was more hard copies because games could sell out.
Yes.
I have seen more, I think before, like CODs are sold out or various games have just sold out.
But in the digital age, it makes no sense.
No, it makes no sense to digitally pre-order a game, really,
Yeah.
unless it's like really good.
I
exclusive.
have, and I only do it on very rare occasions where a game I know I'm 100% gonna enjoy playing it on.
Destiny.
The Tomb Raiders I pre-ordered. Destiny I always pre-order. I'm not pre-ordering this one though.
Ooh, why not?
For reasons that you know that I'm not going to disclose.
Ah, that's the reason why.
Yes.
Lack of money.
Yes.
In other words.
But the reason why I have a lack of money, I'm not disclosing.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But yeah, I can always understand why a game gets delayed. It never bothers me if a game gets delayed. It's like, oh, suck. It's like, oh, okay, it's coming out a bit later. But I know it's going to be slightly less buggy. I wish they'd fucking delayed Anthem, like, more.
Yeah, maybe
Because
I
they
actually would have
could've-
played it, but I
Yeah.
started playing it and I got really bored because it was just a mess.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they should have delayed that game, and then they could have actually worked on that game. But they have deadlines. They have, like, COD has to release every year. So they have a deadline for that's when it's released. If they delayed COD, everyone would riot.
Yeah, they
Like,
would.
I don't think COD's ever been delayed
No.
because they have to reach that point, and they'll always hit that November target because they've got 3 years. They can make it. Even if the game's absolute dog shit, they'll still release it. And
Because
they'll
of the
just
money.
work on, because they know they're having another game next year.
Yeah.
They're safe. They don't have to worry about it. If COD sucks this year, people will still buy the COD next year. It's fine. Battlefield's a bit more iffy because it comes out every couple years. Like, games that come out every couple years is a bit more of a risk. COD, fucking every year, everyone pre-orders it. I've stopped pre-ordering because I've stopped buying CODs because I'm just like, I'm fucking sick of this. Which sucks. But, like, the best way to stop, like, games having this problem is to stop pre-ordering, stop giving them your money before the game's even out, stop paying for, like, hey, look, this pretty gameplay trailer. It's not representative of the game, and that's about it, really.
Well, talk about things that suck. Hate raids. Hate raids completely suck. But at least Twitch is doing something about it now. Twitch is suing users over hate raids against streamers.
Over alleged hate raids. You gotta put alleged in there.
Alleged
Otherwise
hate
you're...
raids.
Yeah. The lawsuit accuses 2 anonymous users of targeting Black and LGBTQIA plus. Wow, that's a long title. Has it gotten that long?
Wait, what's
Streamers
now?
with race. LGBTQIA.
Oh, that's a short one.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, let me get the proper one up. The long one.
Streamers with racist, homophobic, sexist, and other harassing content in violation of its terms of service. Since early August, Twitch has been wrestling with an endemic of harassment against marginalized streamers known as hate raids. These attacks span streamers' chats with hateful and bigoted language, amplified dozens of time a minute by bots. On Thursday, after a month of trying to and failing to combat the tactics, Twitch resorted to legal system, suing 2 alleged hate raiders for targeting Black and LGBTQIA plus streamers. That's so long.
Hang on. I got the new one for you. It's LGBTQIP2SAA.
Okay.
Do you want to know?
I
Does anyone
heard-
want to know what it means?
I don't know what the IA is.
I'll go for all of it.
I know it's lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, asexual is A?
Well, let me go for the new one of LGBTQIP2SAA. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, androgynous, and asexual.
Okay, so I got asexual, right.
And I'm pretty sure queer
was
just sums
I?
up all of them. I think I've made this point before. Is that mean?
Oh yeah, there's 2. I'm not hating. Anyone can do whatever they
Oh,
want.
no, it isn't.
but,
I thought
mean,
it was. Oh, here we go. It's an umbrella term for all gender minorities who are not heterosexual.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was always LGBT.
Which I've never understood. Like, why not just have that one? If that's literally the branch of everything other than
People like to be
heterosexual,
special.
why list all of
People
them?
People like to be special. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not getting into this.
I
It's
just get annoyed
fine.
how long the name is.
Oh yeah, it's
You
annoying.
gotta
But
remember
I'm
that.
like, I have no problem with any of these people. I'm just, your name's stupid. Just
Yeah.
change it.
Like, I got no problem with
Simplify.
you. I just got a problem with this naming thing. What the hell is this? Just shorten it down. It was fine as it was.
Yeah, it was whatever. But yeah, that basically, because Twitch basically had a walkout where all of the users like stopped streaming on Twitch for like a day, and it tanked their numbers basically in terms of viewership because
Yes,
people
and it
weren't
then
streaming.
got Twitch to
And then
recognize it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, look, people are actually doing something about this. We got to take action. So we'll do the bare minimums and actually sue some people who are hate raiding.
Yes.
And I mean, it's good. It's not the best thing that they could do. They could make implementations on
they
the
could
website.
just ban them.
Yeah.
Instead of making money off them.
Well, it's damages to the website because, hey, look, we lost money because our streamers didn't like what you did.
Which makes sense.
We're not going to give that. We're not going to give that money to the streamers affected. We're going to just take this money for our platform.
Yes, because it affected us.
It affected our profit margins. Fuck our community. Who you can send as many hate raids as you want. We don't care. We're just going to sue you and get more money off you.
Yeah, Twitch.
Not going to give it back to the community.
Twitch on the best. Their
Well, it's owned by Amazon, so what do you expect?
Yeah, what do you expect? They don't. 'Cause I believe most Twitch streamers make money from sponsors and donations and things like that. They don't actually make that much money from Twitch itself.
Well, they don't make money off the ads, really, because, like...
Twitch takes so much of it.
Well, also, Twitch's ad system is so bad because... I've said this before, but the YouTube one is specifically targeted to the individual with the ads that they receive, whereas Twitch is just whatever ads Twitch gets goes to everyone. So if one person fucks it over and the advertiser sees that, ads get pulled from everyone. So, whereas YouTube, you can specifically designate people to receive the ads or have specific categories that will only show these ads. So, like, no one will have, like, a Nazi salute on their video or something like that.
Yes, I mean...
someone pays for it.
Okay. You've sort of just left me at the point now where I don't know where to go on from that. As soon as you did Nazi salute, I was like...
Speaking of Nazi salutes, Mario in the N64 Minecraft.
Yes, the most
He can
fascist
do
games
all of
there
that.
is.
Yes, I'm sure people have put the Nazi symbol in Minecraft.
I'm sure Minecraft's... Hey, isn't Minecraft fascism in a way? Is it? Like, just one person ruling the whole world and do what they want?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but so on our next story, someone put Mario from the N64, Mario Super Mario 64 in Minecraft. And I mean...
I love this. I love you can do this in Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, it's just someone put that character in. And I mean, hey, look, it's funny to watch Mario run around in Minecraft.
It is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was it. That was all.
It's just Mario. It's just a Minecraft mod that has Mario 64 character in Minecraft.
Yeah, we spoke about Minecraft last week where they had the perfect circle, and now they have the perfect player model, Mario.
I still think Minecraft's the best sandbox game. Change my mind.
I don't know.
I suppose you don't care.
No, not at all.
I might have just
I like watching people play it. I don't want to ever play it.
What? But do you like sandbox games?
Not really.
Well, exactly then.
I like having a story told to me.
There is
I like
story
Destiny, though. That's a sandbox. That's technically sandbox. Destiny's technically sandbox because it's open.
No, it's just open world.
You can't
it's not
do
sandboxes.
anything.
Sandboxes is when you make your own game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you could. You
You
make
can.
your own. You
You
could.
can't do anything. Apart from just making
Yeah,
a
you
custom private
could.
match in Gambit or Crucible.
Yeah, you could do that. That's
Actually, I was just thinking, do you know what would be a really cool thing Bungie could do to Destiny? Adding custom mods for strikes and stuff.
They'll never do that.
I know they'll never do that, but how cool would that be? They just do different strikes. I'd
No.
love it.
Nah, because people put the Nazi symbols in it.
They would, but I
You
still
can't
think it'd be
trust
cool.
communities, Dan.
No, I suppose not. But how good would that be? You could just
And
do
also,
a
anyone who
simple-
plays Destiny is a Nazi supporter. So hey,
What?
what?
You like Destiny?
Yeah, I know.
So you're an active supporter?
Yeah.
I'm not. So you can have it yourself. I'm not. People cancel him. Cancel him on Twitter. He's a
Nah,
Nazi
you can't
supporter.
cancel a Nazi. They don't care. The Nazis don't care if they get cancelled. They'll just fucking shoot you.
What? Talking about shooting, Razer's
Okay, are
shooting
you
for
gonna
the
do
stars in their latest invention. The Razer
Right.
mobile gaming sleeves promise to keep your fingers cool.
Yeah, finger condoms.
Oh, is this what we talked about?
This
is
finger
what this is what
condoms.
the intro was.
Yeah, this is finger condoms, as the headline suggests. Basically, they're little sleeves that you put on your finger. That's like you know, you have fingerless gloves, Dan.
Yes, it's the exact opposite.
It's the opposite of the fingerless glove. It's the bit that's been cut off, and you miss the rest of the glove. It's just the finger bit.
Yeah, so apparently it is to prevent having sweaty thumbs while gaming. Because by having sweaty thumbs, you can skip
Like
skip
if you-
the screen.
It's
Why is
like
that
when you
tongue
have
twister?
any bit of I don't know. Whenever you have like any water on your screen, it makes the screen not responsive because it's trying to click over there where the water is and not where your thumb is. So it's like, you got sweaty thumbs, you need to hardcore game, you need to swipe through your Tinder profiles quickly. This is the extreme finger protection that you can swipe. Would you buy these? They're $10.
No, I don't do these kind of games. I don't even play games on my phone anymore. I only do it on holiday.
I could do some real hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links with those thumbs.
I swear you just have a deck that just leaves to the side and it says everything automatically.
You can. I don't. I do it for the like random lobbies, but you can't do it for the multiplayer where you actually fight people. And I always do the fighting other people because that's more fun.
Right.
So the amount of clicking and clacking and quick loading of cards, I could be so fast, so speedy.
Do you reckon Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is actually your favourite game?
It's the one I've probably spent a lot of time in. I'm like 400 hours at this point.
Do you think you spent more time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? Or do you think you just enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links more than Last of Us?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a time killer. It's not like the most interest. I like the actual card game. Like, I'd rather play the card game in real life, but no one wants to ever play the card game in real life.
Who actually plays a card game in real life? It's just
I'd love to play the card game. I'd also don't want to pay for all the decks, because it's like Pokemon at this point. Everyone's just trying to buy the decks up and make, like, content where they open the packs and then get rare cards, and then it's like, oh, this card will sell for money, and I'm like, I don't like this, because it makes the prices go up, and you can't just be casual about it. You have to make everything competitive. It's like, fuck you.
Anyway, talking about strange inventions, let's go on to the weird, wacky, wonderful world.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't got a strange invention, but it's strange, it's weird, I could have said it's weird things or whatever. My transitioning today has been off, right?
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Okay.
You're pissing me off.
Okay.
In fact, not just pissing me off, I think you're pissing off every single one of our listeners.
Okay.
Sigh.
Speaking of beans, let's talk about beans.
We were talking about beans. What are you on about?
I wanted to do a better transition, and I thought that was a better transition. So,
What, beans?
Yeah, Beans. Mr. Bean. There we go. Mr. Bean. The police are warning people about a new TikTok craze, beaning.
Ah, yes. The good old TikTok that is creating the prime pinnacle of our society.
There's also another craze at the moment where people are going around vandalizing school bathrooms and stuff like that. So,
With beans?
No, just people going in and destroying bathrooms, making them a mess, like smashing signs off, like breaking mirrors, breaking taps, overflowing toilets, all of that stuff. And then the poor janitorial staff are having to go in and clean it all up. And people are filming themselves doing it and then getting in trouble because they're dumb and film themselves doing it like dumb fucks.
Yes,
well, kids are retarded.
So this is actually a continuation on from a story we had a couple of weeks back.
Yes,
so people who listen from back then, you will be aware of the beaning of people's cars and doorstops.
It was one person had beans in front of their house one day, and now TikTok has made more people put beans in stupid places.
Yeah, so this is vandalism, of course, so the police have issued a warning saying you will be prosecuted if you do this, so don't do it. People are still
also, it's a waste of beans, you fucks. Those could go on toast.
Baked beans on toast bangs.
Your mum.
That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Well, that's why beans on toast bang your mum.
We can make that a t-shirt.
Merchandise. Baked beans bang your mum. There we go.
Let us know if anyone would actually buy that. That'd be fantastic. I don't know how you can let us know. Send an email. Here you go. Probably the best way to get a hold of us.
Put it in the comments.
Yes, in the comments. Because
tweet at us. Baked beans bang your mum.
Yes, get
Put
trending on Twitter. Baked beans bang your mum.
Yep.
If it gets
Baked
number one
beans.
trending, we'll make it a t-shirt design. There you go. Actual challenge.
There we go.
We will
One
do it.
dude sat in his basement spamming a billion bots.
Go for it.
There we go.
Get it trending on Twitter. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I hate TikTok. I hate because everyone's just trying to get attention, and I hate this world that we're living in.
It's almost like nearly every single platform is just trying to get attention.
Yes. But can you ever get money off TikTok?
Yes.
Is TikTok
Can I get money off TikTok? Yes. Not a lot, but you can get money.
Yes, but fucking why?
Well, same as any creative program, they all get money.
Yeah, but I hate it. TikTok should just be banned, like, from giving people money because it's just shite. And I still hate YouTube's short feature. It's stupid and I fucking hate it.
I think Shorts is worse than TikTok. Like the algorithm
I think
YouTube uses is worse.
I think all of them are fucking terrible. I think Snapchat ruined the world by creating short form content and making it sendable. And I'm just like, fuck this shit.
So will you be participating in beaning?
No. But
Good, sensible
tell
man.
your kids... I love the advice, though, because it's just like, parents, if your kids are going out with baked beans or beans, maybe you should have a talk with them. And ask and question them why they're going out with beans.
Oh, yes. I see my child grab beans every night. That's normal. You know, that's what kids do nowadays. They just go for beans. They go take baked beans to the mate's house to eat baked beans on toast. Sounds very British, doesn't it, really?
Well, it is all set in the UK, so...
I know
It
we're
is
weird.
a British thing.
I know we're weird, but we're not that weird.
No, we are that weird.
Okay, we
we're
are
the
that weird,
fucks.
but- Yeah, still.
We have weirder children, though, because our Australian and American children are a lot weirder, but we're weird. We're like the crazy uncle who's technically legitimately the dad, but it's just called the uncle. We're the crazy uncle because we technically slept
right
with
now.
nothing. I'm just saying. We're meant to be the daddy, but we're not the daddy. We're the crazy uncle, but we're technically the daddy because we're just secretly the daddy. Because we had an affair. I don't know where this is going.
Okay, let's move on. So talking about the internet going crazy over something, Billy Connolly statues, or little Lego statues, have raised almost £10,000 for charity after selling out.
It's Billy Connolly. Oh, that dude. Okay.
Yes, the guy, I think he's got Parkinson's now. He's a very famous sort of comedian in the UK.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Big banana feet. Okay.
I just thought it was a
cool.
nice, interesting story. Nice little fun thing for us today. You know, he's
Yeah,
done some
but-
things.
I
I'm
love
not sure
Lego.
what the charity's for.
Children's Hospital. Glasgow's Children's Hospital charity.
Yeah, just originally, I think about 4 weeks ago, it was at £900, and then it went up to 10,000.
Not bad. Not bad.
So it's impressive, isn't it? Lego worth that much money, just a little statue.
Yeah. Good for that. I like Lego. I wouldn't pay that much for Lego, but
No, but
who knows?
yeah,
People do.
okay. But talking about things that you hate, we are going on to tech time and science shenanigans, and there's a story about crypto.
Whoa.
And Walmart says crypto payments that they announced were fake, and immediately Litecoin tumbled.
Yeah, so basically what happened was Walmart's like official, I think an official Walmart Twitter account posted that they were I think a press statement was released or something that said that they were accepting crypto, like specifically Litecoin, and then it skyrocketed by 20%, and then Walmart had to come out and basically go no. And also the official Litecoin Twitter account retweeted the article that was posted,
Right.
saying that Walmart was going to. So that made it skyrocket, basically. Litecoin confirming it. But it turns out there is no partnership between Walmart and Litecoin. The thing was faked or not real or not meant to be approved at this point. There might be in the future, but I doubt
Maybe.
it.
Yeah, that's it happening.
Especially now. It's like, no, this is too volatile. We're not fucking trusting this shit.
You can't trust it, can you?
It looks like a fucking pump and dump by a bunch of people who were trying to get their money from it, because they were like, right, we'll jack up the price, we'll get them to confirm it, and then because it looked like the Twitter account, the employee who was using it at the time just jumped the gun or was a little too eager about the news and wasn't confirmed by the actual thing, so they just they just retweeted it by
bit spontaneous.
yeah, whoever they hired for their PR was just like, oh my god, that's true. Didn't do any research, just clicked post. And then skyrocketed. People found out it was faked and then dropped it immediately after. But whoever was invested at Litecoin at the point could have made a bit of a bang.
Could have.
And this is why I hate.
That's the trouble
why
with crypto. You never know what's going to go up or down.
Yeah. I think we're still in the down period, aren't we?
Well, it did go up. There's a massive spike where the Cardano coin went to £2.
Oh my god, Cardano.
Well, it went up 100%.
Wow.
And other coins have gone up 300% recently.
Damn. I love percentages of percentages of percentages and percentages about percentages and percentages.
Well, it went up. It's had a bit of
lot
a dip. recently. It's still sort of more higher than it was about a month ago. So about a month ago, it was about $1 or pound a coin. It went to £2.16 and now it's sitting at £1.70.
Wow. I love this stupid currency you have to pay so much attention to check if it's actually worth any money. It's the future.
It will be. But
it will not be in its
what do you
current
mean?
form.
Not in its current form, but the whole idea of a currency that's not based on hardware is a good idea.
Yeah.
A currency based on mathematical algorithms.
If it ain't broke, it ain't broke.
Well, it is broke. That is a problem because there's loads of problems with it.
Oh yeah, but there's fucking shit tons of problems with this one.
Only problem is volatile. It's the only problem it has, and it'll be fixed once it becomes a proper currency.
No, it won't.
It will be. The reason why it's so volatile is because no one's controlling the market. There's no regulation involved.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. There is no regulation, so you either break it by having regulation.
Well, no, the regulation would be just saying you cannot sell it for it can't be above this much value. And it cannot be below this much value. That would be the regulation.
Then what's the fucking point of it if it doesn't highly jump up and highly jump down? That's the fun of it, Dan.
That's how people make money, but that's not why crypto is good.
Yeah, but that's all people care about. And as soon as you do that, it will lose all value.
Well, maybe, but if banks...
And then it'll be completely pointless to use it if it has no value. That's what
I actually do believe that none of the current coins will become proper currency. But I do think other Western countries will make their own cryptocurrency eventually. Or a crypto equivalent of having a mathematical algorithm as a currency.
I agree, but I don't like it.
It has to happen. It's just something that has to happen.
Ugh. Let's move on to Facebook being a shit company.
Yeah. So there's been
both of them
a massive news outbreak to do with Facebook recently. And they've done a study to do with Instagram. And they discovered that Instagram has led teens to harm themselves. And they did nothing about it.
Yeah. That's why I don't fucking use it.
No, that's why I don't use Instagram. Facebook...
Well, it's also because I fucking hate Instagram and I fucking hate all social media because I'm just a fucking old man at this point.
Well, I don't use Facebook because Facebook is for old people. Just saying. If you use Facebook...
I use Facebook Messenger, that's it.
Yeah, Messenger's great to get hold of people.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to know anything about them, just look them up.
I imagine if Instagram had an actual separate app for the messaging function, I would use that. But I don't think it does. And if it does, I might. But I think it's just it's tied into the app itself, so I'd have to have the app, and I fucking hate the app, so I wouldn't fucking use the message.
Yeah, I never actually understood Instagram.
It's you send photos of your dog, butt, or vacation pictures. Or cat.
Yes, I mean...
or your tits.
I have seen the Bo Burnham white woman's Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, to understand what a basic white woman sends on Instagram. It was very knowledgeable.
Well, basically anyone on Instagram.
Yes, tiny
it's not
pumpkins.
just white women. Yes, a foam art latte.
Foam art latte. Dreamcatcher.
Yep. It's a good song. I love that song. I love most of those songs in that album.
Anyway, back to Facebook being a terrible company.
They just did nothing, basically.
Yeah,
they're like, oh yeah, we know about all of this. We have all this data that shows people are harming themselves, hate themselves. It's causing depression. People just don't want to be alive anymore. And they're like, should we change anything?
Yes. So
nah.
Even Facebook did a study and found out that girls were more likely to be harmed than boys. I think both of them were more likely, but girls significantly more.
Oh yeah. By the way, this is all Facebook's internal documentation. This isn't a third party coming in. This is Facebook itself acknowledging that it knows all about this, and they're doing nothing about it.
Yeah, so apparently 13% of British users and 6% of American users trace all their issues to Instagram.
I don't know if you can trace all your issues back to Instagram. I mean, your life sucks if you're super dependent on Instagram being your support line.
I think it's more than just the fact your friends have Instagram, so you get Instagram, or you see all the siblings have Instagram.
Oh yeah, I remember when Facebook came out in the UK in like 2009, 2010 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I think I had my Facebook account in 2011.
I don't think I got mine until 2011.
Yeah, same age as me. Well, same age.
So I've had it for 10 years. So, and I fucking hated it. I was like, oh, this thing where I have to post about my life. I've hated it since like it launched. I've only have it. Like I have deleted everyone off my Facebook. I've deleted every post I've ever made on Facebook. I basically just wiped my Facebook clean. I only use it for like sometimes news and sometimes just things that I've liked having interesting videos posted because it's like good for catching up on old stuff that's been reposted to Facebook.
Yeah, so what I did is I just made a new account.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, bye-bye, that one's gone.
I just burnt everything. I was just like, unfollow everyone, unfriend everyone.
The thing is, I don't care. And I don't want you to know about my life.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. I was just like, okay, I hate everyone knowing what I'm doing. I never post, so why do I have this? I'm like, I don't need a fake number of friends saying, hey, look, I have this many amount of friends that I've never spoken to. I talk to about this many people in my life. Why am I not just friends with them? And Facebook now gives you the option that you don't even need to be friends with someone to send a message. Whereas it used to be that you had to be friends with someone to send them a message. So you can just send people messages even if you're not friends. They have to accept it. But as soon as you've accepted that message, you can continuously message someone. So you don't need to be friends. So I'm just like, well, I'll just send someone a message. If they accept it, then I can talk to that person. I don't need to be friends with them. I don't have to look at their posts. I don't have to give a shit about their life other than if I want to talk to them. It's great.
People should be happy with who they are, and they shouldn't base their life and their life choices on other people.
Also, it's faked most of the time. It's
100%. Nearly everything on Instagram is fake.
Yeah, but people don't... Like, every fucking...
I heard of a YouTuber called Chris MD.
No.
He basically got on massive news shows because he faked an Instagram video. He faked his cat saving things, and then he went on to just everywhere. News shows where I wanted to talk to him was like, just the whole video is fake. And he does a YouTube video to show how stupid Instagram is.
Well, every fucking person who has a hot car, like a fancy car, they just hire them.
Yeah.
Because there's just things that you can go and hire, like a Lambo for a day, and then you just stand out in front of your Lambo. Or like a private jet. You can just hire private jets for a day. It's expensive, but the amount of money that they rake in from the fucking posts covers it. And then it's just exponential excessive value.
It's a very much stupid system, and people suggest do things with their lives. Like, listen to this podcast. This podcast is brilliant.
It's also making everyone have to perform to make money isn't a good thing.
No. I would only time I'd go to Instagram, it feels like a really genuine post. It's about just people. Not about living their lives, maybe. Just like,
I don't even remember what my Instagram, like how I don't even remember the last time I was
actually,
on
I don't know
Instagram.
what I'd watch on Instagram. Who would I want to do?
I don't even know how Instagram functions. That's how little I've used it.
I don't know what that looks like. I've seen Instagram posts, like just pictures of Instagram posts, but I don't know what that looks like. I could not tell you.
I know the only thing that they did recently was delete the like button. Like, you can still... I think the number... You could still... Like, the person themselves could still see the amount of people liking it, but the actual viewer of the post couldn't see how many likes it got. Which still feels bad for the person who looks at it and goes, oh, all my posts are doing shit. Because a lot of the time, people just like something because other people have liked it. So I imagine if you can't see the number of likes, you're not going to like it because you're like, oh, okay, well...
I think
whatever.
just get a like button.
Oh, yeah.
Solve everything.
I think it's the heart button. I don't think it's a like button. I think it's a heart button.
It's still a like.
Yeah.
You call it whatever you like.
I love this thing. Yeah. But yeah, I fucking hate Facebook. It's such a fucking shite company.
Well, from one terrible company to another terrible company. Apple has had their iPhone 13 event.
Yep, and it's the same. The notch is still there. It's just 20% smaller, which looks absolutely the same. I
mean, I did notice it's smaller, but it is still a notch.
Yes. The only good thing is the camera, and I don't give a shit about cameras on phones.
The phone they've brought out isn't a phone that's beating the competition. It's just a phone that's getting to the point where the competition is.
Yes.
It's not done anything on top of it.
They made it so that the camera now has background depth.
Yes.
Like sliding.
I think this has pretty much confirmed that next year's iPhone is going to have a wireless charger only.
Probably.
Because of the new EU law that states Apple must comply and have a standard charger.
Yeah.
Being USB-C. And they don't want... If they wanted to implement it, they could have done it in this iPhone.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they don't.
Dan, they make more money off all of their... Because their chargers
Yes, but they make so many other things. All the iPads have USB-C now.
How do you think they're a $1 trillion company? Because they just sell everything again.
It's the stupidest thing, isn't it?
Yeah. All their shit disintegrates so that you have to buy it again because you're wrapped into this ecosystem that won't let you go away.
Yes, the Apple ecosystem is fantastic.
To keep people in.
Yeah, I hate it so much. And then I imagine all the Apple fan base is like, oh yes, look at this, we've got all these new features. And all Android users are just going, yep, we had these for a while.
Do you know what's funny? I was talking to someone at work the other day, and they were like, oh, I saw the Apple event. I was like, yep, cool, you going to buy it? And they were like, it's basically the same phone. And I was like, you going to buy it? And they were like, yeah, probably. I was like, okay.
For goodness sake.
And then I was like, look at, what's your experience with Android? And they were like, okay, like the Samsung like S6. And I was like, okay, so you've had like 4 years between Android. Look at the innovation from your last Android phone to this, and then look at your last like from that same year, from when you bought the iPhone to this point. And it was like this folding phones. And it was like the innovation of Samsung. And then it was just Apple, same phone, same phone, same phone, same phone. And I was just like,
it's like,
and they were like, oh, other people have better shit than me. And I was like, fucking hell, finally. Because they don't look. Apple users don't look at the other stuff.
I don't know what
they just.
I think the only benefit to iPhone is third-party app support for camera. That's the only benefit I can see.
Yeah, and iMessenger is apparently the biggest selling point because apparently iPhone users hate the green text box when someone has an Android. I think that's a meme.
You can just use Google Messages now, which now has the exact same feature.
No, Dan, iMessenger is the best.
Oh,
I don't know
WhatsApp.
why. I don't know why it's the best, but apparently it's the best, and it's the only thing Apple users like using. They don't like using third-party messenger apps.
It's the most stupidest. I hate it. I really do hate it. Actually, I blame Apple. Apple's a fault for the bloody Instagram, not Facebook.
Oh yeah, because everyone complains about Android's quality on Instagram, so it's like, well, yeah, blame Apple. Apple set the standard of shitty looking.
Well, I'm pretty sure
but
most Instagram posts don't even use an iPhone. They just use a DSLR camera because it's that unrealistic. They have to use a.
No, because it's only like professionals. The most lazy cunts on the internet use their camera on their phone.
Well, yeah, but
like
the actual professional ones. I'm sure they use DSLRs. They don't use.
Oh yeah, but they still claim it's an iPhone just to get people to go, oh, fucking hell, that's so beautiful.
What's that?
Like, there's the photo. It's like,
oh
yeah, I took this on an iPhone. No, you didn't. You took that on a fucking DSLR camera.
Actually, for people who don't know, that's what a lot of tech companies do. They take photos and go, "Oh, look, our phone can take great photos." But at no point do they say that photo's the photo that took with that camera. And most of it isn't. They could use a DSLR camera and just put it on there.
I mean, I don't give a shit about camera quality anyway. Like, I have a phone with one of the most advanced cameras on the market,
and you don't use it.
And I don't use it. I don't give a shit. I just want.
The only reason you buy it is because you want the best. That's always the only reason.
I want the better software. I want the better application of the phone. I want the bigger screen. I want all of that. I want the usability of it. I don't want the fucking camera. I will buy a phone without a camera module on the back. And you could save so much money if you just did that.
I would love a phone without a selfie camera.
Yeah, I just.
How many people actually use a selfie camera? Do you reckon? Because I reckon it's a vocal minority. People. I reckon it's a vocal minority.
No, I reckon a lot of people use selfie cameras.
Maybe we're the minority.
Yeah, we're the minority. A lot of people use selfie cameras because people just take photos of themselves because everyone's self-obsessed. Everyone's self-absorbed. I haven't taken a selfie in years. I don't give a shit.
I know I did take a selfie because I just want to see the blurring effect on my new phone. The blurring background. I was just thinking about that.
I've only ever accidentally where the camera flips back around and then I hit the button and there's just a shocked expression on my face because I accidentally took a photo of it. And then I immediately delete it. And I'm like, nope, not having this in my life.
I think most of my photos are my dog.
That I understand, but even then, I don't care.
I'm not sharing to people. It's just my dog.
Like how? Yeah, but how many photos could you take of a dog? It's like, it's my dog. There's a photo. Do I take?
No, it's usually when my dog's doing something stupid. That's when I take pictures.
Yeah, but this is I don't like this look of the world where you take a fucking shit ton of photos and then you're never gonna go back.
Yeah, but I do go back and watch every now and then. I go through my pictures.
Yeah, some people do, but like these people who have like a billion of the same photo. Like, it's my face over and over and over.
Yeah, I hate
again.
that. Also, unless you're doing Photos have got a good feature as well, where every day it shows you something you did like 5 years ago or something. And it's like, that's cool to see.
Yeah, that's what Facebook does on its posts.
Yeah, but Facebook sucks.
Yeah, I know, but it's always funny because it's like, oh, you deleted everything. There's nothing on your, so it can't send me shit. So it's just like, on this day you wrote this word, and I'm like, oh right, thanks for reminding me. Delete.
Well, to end the news on a high note, we'll go from the exact opposite of Apple to non-innovation to innovative tech, which is Xiaomi joining the smart glasses race.
How so? Like actual holograms?
So I think they've
Oh.
actually made this product, and it is a smart glasses.
Holograms.
It uses mini LEDs,
Yeah,
and
not holograms.
it's got a little chip, and I believe it just shines through into the glass in the eye. The concept
Yeah,
states it's
they're
not
projector-based thing.
it's not a color display. It's just green It's green or off basically, which is actually not that bad a color. Good for the eyes.
So many green screen applications you can do. Chroma key everything out.
Yeah, Xiaomi did release a sort of a demonstration of the new glasses they had. Also, Xiaomi do this all the time, by the way. I doubt this will become a product at this stage. I think they will push it.
Oh yeah, depends on if every other developer.
What do you think of smart glasses?
I like the idea. I still reckon if you streamed data to it, that's how you solve it. Because you
I
can't
think a lot
fit
of the time
hard-
it is. It just gets to your phone. It just goes.
Yeah, but you can't fit the hardware in that tiny a frame, and we're not that close yet. So until we're that close, I reckon streaming is the way you do it.
No, I think even this one, everything is done by. It has a camera, of course, and then it also has the lens on the other eye. So it only has one eye, but that is very common.
Well, yeah, but it's the ability to see through the other eye with the screen is the thing that still has to happen.
Yes.
Because it needs to basically be a layover, but you can still see behind it is the thing that they have to do. A lot of the time it's like a projector, so it's just projecting onto the screen. And then this, is this an actual display that's...
Okay, so here we go. It has a 5-megapixel camera, and it has a micro LED display, and the chip is 2.4 millimeters by 2.02 millimeters, and the pixels are 4 micrometers. So tiny, 4 micrometers.
Yes. I reckon smart glasses will catch on at some stage.
I would have it.
Like,
I think it'd be fantastic because there's also just the other benefits of it. Think about it. How many times people just look down at their phone?
yeah. I don't think you need to go crazy with it. I think all you need to do is have like a clock display, like a notification.
Yes, I
display.
wouldn't want to do video streaming, but the useful applications are sort of, yes, check your messages. If someone messages you or someone's calling you, it's good to see.
Yeah.
Or check
It's just like-
navigation's a fantastic one.
Also, like Google Maps.
That's what I said, navigation like that. Where
Yeah,
if
like
it
where
shows you the arrows
it
on the
shows-
floor, that would be
There is.
amazing.
You can actually do that on your phone. There is.
Yes,
an
I know you can
application.
do that, but just put
Yeah.
two glasses. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. That sort of fit system.
I also do
Where
feel
you-
like this is the future of the world, mixing digital.
Wearable
and-
tech will become a thing.
It has to. This has to happen.
We will slowly start integrating tech into our bodies at birth, and everyone will have smart glasses ingrained into their head.
It is scary, but that is the way it will go.
Yeah, we'll become a mesh of man and machine.
I suppose it's what Elon Musk Neuralink is doing, is trying to make you put things into your
Yeah.
eye without... How bad would that
Without-
be? Having glasses. Like, put things in your eye without having glasses.
All that it's just going to have to make every tech company bump up their security and their tech. Because if you live in
I
a world
wouldn't
where...
trust a Neuralink that could connect to servers. I would just not trust it.
It would have to be a closed network. That was the
Absolutely.
thing.
You could not have it as an open network at all.
But it would have to have some way of communicating with it. So who knows?
You wouldn't need to communicate. You just need to have it update. You just
Yeah,
need to find a way
But
to
that
update
update
it.
then could get compromised.
Yes,
and
but you'd
people
have to have a very secure way of updating it and have a secure way of processing it, so then
Oh, yeah.
no one could hack it in.
But people will find a way, I'm sure. That's why they have to be on their game.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's tech.
that is our
That's-
tech. And just to finish the show, for recommend out, Danny has something you'd like to recommend. What would you like to recommend this week?
So this is a YouTube channel called Death Battle, and they make like high quality like researched battles of like big like pop culture icons and stuff. So like Goku, Superman, Iron Man, and Batman, which is the episode that I watched recently. And it's who would win a death battle, like a fight to the death, between Iron Man and Batman. And it's like goes through all of their tech, all of their stuff, all of their like stats, their training, their like gives you a breakdown of the characters, all their stuff they have that they could fight with. And it's like the only reason I cared about this was because it's Batman versus Iron Man. It's like who would win? And everyone would probably jump on the Batman train because it's like Batman can beat Superman and all of that. And spoilers, Iron Man wins.
That's why you recommend it, because Iron Man wins.
I would have still probably recommended it regardless. It's a very good video. But Iron Man is just like my favorite character in all of.
Who would have thought?
comics.
You've never mentioned it before.
No, my phone doesn't have a lock screen with Iron Man on it.
I'm surprised you have an Iron Man theme for your icons.
Nah, that would look tacky. I don't like red and gold, to be honest. I like the Iron Man suit. I don't like red and gold. Like it always looks tacky if you do red and gold.
Surely there's like different mods you can have that doesn't look red and gold. I don't like blue and black.
I like my theme at the moment. It's just like I think base
Just normal,
Android.
just basic.
Basic Samsung Android. I think at the moment. Although I think I changed it because of a theme. I can't remember what it is. It just looks normal. Yeah, it's like a blue at the moment. Who cares?
Who cares?
But yeah, I just recommend it. I just recommend watching it. They're a good channel. They do a lot of fun mashups of characters that would fight and who would win. I think they did Superman versus Hulk at one stage, like the indestructible powerhouses of the DCU and the MCU, and I think Superman won that one. But it's just interesting to see like the power levels that these characters can get to in like the comics and stuff. Because Iron Man has like holographic suits that build around his body in the comics and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And they basically pointed out that Iron Man didn't even need to be at that fight because all of his stuff can be remote controlled through his mind. So, and Iron Man has I think Batman has a suit that is like built by the Justice League and given parts of the Justice League that is meant to destroy the Justice League, but it has the cost that it slowly drains his energy, so he can only use it for a short amount of time or otherwise he dies, whereas Iron Man doesn't have that problem, and Iron Man has like suits that can take on gods at the same power level but don't destroy his heart like energy levels. So I think they basically put it down to he can basically not be there but still have suits that are at the same power level of the suit that Batman's most powerful suit. So
Well, there you
it was
go.
just interesting. But yeah,
There you go.
that's our show.
That's it. That's another episode over and done with. Thank you for listening. Leave a review, share, let us know how we can improve, let us know what you liked. It all helps.
Yes.
Send us an email. Send us how your day was. Just say how your day was in the comments. We're interested to know.
Yeah, join our OnlyFans.
Join our OnlyFans. And once again,
We've
get
talked.
trending Beans Bang Your Mum on Twitter.
Beans bang your mum.
Yeah. If it becomes number one, it has to be worldwide, just number one in the UK.
Yep. So if you're from another country, log in on a VPN and switch to the UK server.
Yes, I think you want to try worldwide, but actually no, any country. If it becomes trending in any country, then we'll do it. We'll make merchandise.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna track that.
It doesn't matter, but if it becomes trending on any country,
Just send us a screenshot if it does become trending in your country.
Yes,
I don't care how many years after this episode's come out. If people are coming back and checking this out, keep going, keep tweeting
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't matter when it is. It doesn't have to be this week. Doesn't have to be next week. It can be
Even
5
if
years.
Twitter is shut down, just keep tweeting it in random comment sections on any other product.
Yes, hashtag
Get
Beans
bang
Bang
your mum trending somewhere. I don't care where.
Yes, and we will see you next week.
Beans bang your mum.